to day 140, lesson 141, day 162, pages 446, all the way to 9 out of 852 from The Sovereign Light, a course in metaphysical spirituality. And my name is Reverend Maria Arvanitidis on such a beautiful sunny day. And I am so honored to have you join me here with your presence. 100% making it possible. Down below you can find a donation button. Feel free to visit and make a contribution. I'm also can be found on Patreon. All the lessons from day 1 to now and continuing. Creator's name, capital R, capital M, capital A. The thread is found down below. And with that said, you can join me there. Anywhere from $5, $10 to $20 memberships. Look forward to seeing you there. Today, feel the energy. And just feel the energy in motion. And like the ocean crashing upon the shore, imagine for a moment the metabolic system and relax into emotional connection held within. Just like the crackling burst of thunder, storms, and when the water comes crashing upon the surface of the earth. Connect to this ebb and flow of nature with every inhalation and exhalation. Whew. Feel this magnetism. And one more time in. And out. Center. Anchor. And breathe from the heart. Today's lesson 141, you can opt to have your eyes open or closed. Say these words out loud. With good vibrations, I feel the release of dense programs within my thoughts. And as I remain intact with my physical formation, I walk into another, much lighter awareness. With good vibrations, I feel the release of dense programs within my thoughts. Die. Remain as I do intact with my physical formation. I walk into another, much lighter awareness. With good vibrations, I feel the release of dense programs within my thoughts. And as I remain intact with my physical formation, I walk into another, much lighter awareness. With good vibrations, I feel the release of dense programs within my thoughts. And as I remain intact with my physical formation, I walk into another, much lighter awareness. Digital wave signals, and from this invented artificial intellect has concentrated within a system of the ego-driven social structure to control rather than connect. Seeking to electromagnetize, and the very oxygen that we breathe in, stripping away the ions, molecules that sustains it. Heavily populated, dense areas have created and recreated from the self, causing it to keep on existing from its physical body, and while continually recycling its mortality via procreation, passing these inventions on. Who was this father that had forsaken them? Feel the inner peace and trust that comes from this depressed unrest. The upset will stir amongst the many to rise up and protest from it, to find abandonment. From this abandonment, the inner leadership of the self-sustenance, it will occur. And whilst watching the whole world crumble to its knees, the earth no longer can quantifiably exchange to such adjustments. It too had been held back considerably, and in the hopes of evolution. The deciphering mechanism for its recreated synthetic and artificial kingdom in this way, the earth naturally then became an elemental. As a result, the elementary consequence to form the many levels of this density, and from the previous in this place of schooling, the ego-driven world must then be released, rather than and that of releasing of the self in order to run away from it. Negatively charged oxygen ions are virtually and vitally important to this plan for its awareness. Face this reality to enlighten with, rather than for the previously existing to find it no longer. It cannot exist, this reasoning, and that it must feel the need to escape it and or run away from anything, because there is no escape. There is no escape. And yes, suicide is not the answer or any other modality of escape that wastes time, rather. Through the breath, the self can become much more healthier and stronger in its power. Rather, it must stand up and rise above the density when there are extra electrons attached to oxygen molecules. Conversely, it becomes negatively charged. Nucleus, attraction from the self. Perhaps it can be discussed in somewhere in the later of these lessons yet to come. However, to get the gist of it is in this breathing in of negatively charged oxygen ions. It creates for better cognitive reasoning skills and less likely for the self to be controllable on a massive scale through the mind. And like the shore of here even doesn't have to be the seashore, but yeah, because of the salt content. The seashore and its prevailing winds can meditation to take place, as the intention is to be held on the focus. So focus on today's idea and just say it out loud throughout the day to help you through any kind of denser, lower, icky feelings of, wanting to run away or escape or even suicide. So with good vibrations, I feel the release of dense programs within my thoughts. And as I remain intact with my physical formation, I walk into another much lighter awareness. What awareness would you prefer? Feel it. Just feel it. How does it make you feel? Is it playing with puppy dogs? What makes you happy? Feel it first, and then visualize within your imagination what this awareness would be like while saying these words. The purpose of this lesson is to startle, shake, and move the concept, like the plates beneath the earth, expanding, and from the cracks, a new growth that can be abundantly nurturing for all as one, and one for all. So, whenever you're ready, start to open and blink your eyes through every breath in and open. With good vibrations, I feel the release of dense programs within my thoughts, and as I remain intact with my physical formation, I walk into another much lighter awareness. With good vibrations, I feel the release of dense programs within my thoughts. Die, remain, as I do intact with my physical formation. I walk into another much lighter awareness. With good vibrations, I feel the release of dense programs within my thoughts. And as I remain intact with my physical formation, I walk into another much lighter awareness.